games, and then we'll maybe jump on some other people's games, and we'll give them a quick little whirl as well. Um, I'm not big in the creating of games, especially with the multi-scene games. This is eventually going to have an opening sequence and a closing sequence, and that's probably as deep as it's going to go. The opening sequence is going to be an outside city picture with maybe like a meteor strike or a tanker flipping over or something like that, which is what's caused the fire. The closing one is going to be a helicopter landing on the roof, picking you up and then flying away. That's as far as it's going to go. But there's the description, it's all still the same. This is the game I showed before, but it's had its first patch. So if we start it straight into here, patch 1 includes head sculpts and hidden switches. The basic game mechanics are, as I've said before, are set. It's find the keys, as is on the right, find the keys, escape. I think what I'm going to end up doing is changing where those squares are, saying like find key 2. When you found key 2, that might turn, it'd be red to start with and might turn green or something like that. But other than that, that's still the same. You go to your puppet, there's your puppet. This part, exactly the same. Come here, square to open, square to grab. So I've now got key 2. So anything that's labelled at this door here, it's labelled as door key 2 needed, I can now open. Windows are not locked. Well, they're locked when you're not near them, but they go unlocked when you go get close. We're going to come down to the janitor's room. Janitor's room. Grab key 3. The bottom room will start filling up. Okay, there it is there. And if you look in here, the danger meter and everything is no longer lit up. All the extras are not lit up. To bring them up, you need to get the first switch. So if you want this switch guide, he goes into this room here, and the only way to get in there without key 4 is to wait for him to go in. So I've hit first switch now. So I can come into here, and danger is now active, so I can turn danger off. So now I can just spend my time wandering around. When danger is off, this wall here disappears. So if I come back in and turn danger on, as you can see, it toggles that on, the danger and that wall. There's another switch in here. Boom. That will then give me the lighting. So I can now turn the lighting on and off. And by default, chests can be toggled on and off. Now the 2.1 and 2.2 are going to be toggles, switches, not toggles. They're going to go like cycle through the different, so I can continually add shit. So it could be like a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, a jacket, a hoodie with the hood up or something like that. And as I want to add more, I can add more. I'm not sure whether it's going to be when you're on it, you press different buttons to cycle up and cycle down, or it's just going to be cycled through. That I'll determine later. So you'll have top, bottoms, and possibly hands or head. I don't know yet. I'm thinking maybe head. So it'd be head, top, and pants. So you can put like a mask on or whatever. Generally speaking, it'll be added, be placed in one of the rooms. You've got to find it in the room and pick it up. Now we've got all the keys except for 4, and key 4 is if you look into the there. Find key 4 in wing 3. I have key 3, so I can just walk up to here. They need 3s. If I get in there. Bottom floor has nothing in that room. There'll be nothing in this room. Nothing in this. This back left room here has the first floor. Let's see, these are random, so it's not on the bottom floor. Actually, let's turn lighting. The next switch, by the way, is the next floor up. So as you can see, the switch there is on. On. If you turn danger on, it disappears. It's so on and so forth. So danger's there. If I turn lighting to normal, you come up here, look down the hallway there. turn the lighting off, and that wall disappears. So then the lighting's off, so I can now run down here. Open this one, toggle that one on. I have altered some of the door frames. So if you look at that door frame to the left and the one to my right, they are slightly different colours because this is your room. But it's not as obvious as if you come up to the top floor. Let's jump on here. The door surround there is green to indicate that's the exit. So you should have a green door there. If I jump down here, a slightly paler door there. And if we go down the bottom floor and look down that way, can't quite see it. The janitor door is blue. But when the lighting's on, it's a little harder to spot. But it's still spottable. Like you can see grey, grey, and blue. So hopefully that's just enough of a hint to say these doors are certain doors. The door labels are coming. Okay, the second floor. Let's turn the lighting off. This one should have one in it. There. Oh. There's key 4. And the next room up should have one in it. And there's the other one there. And there's one in the top floor, back room on the right. The last one, the last thing, to get the question marks, to unlock that, I'm not going to show you where that is. But once you flick that switch down there, so once you've flicked it, you can do the lighting test. A test lighting, go flick that switch, it brings up the question marks. You can hit the question marks and it changes something. But I'll leave it for you to discover in the game. I now have key 4 so I can exit. So come up to here. Come up to the exit. Open the exit, and there's the exit. So, and this is where the cutscene will play. The helicopter land, pick you up, and fly away. I don't know whether I'm going to put a score system in or what. If you do it quickly, like a time thing, I don't know. I don't think I will because it's. Do you need it? No, it's a chill game. If I then go to here and go to playable. So there's the things of my thing. So I've got this one here, which is my latest character on an island I made before. It's Tomb Raider-esque character. So all she does is she stays on the island. Tapping left on the D-pad changes daylight cycle from minute to hour. So on one setting, it takes a minute for a data cycle to happen, and the other one takes an hour for the daylight cycle to happen. A little number up in the top right hand corner counts how many days it's been. That's it. This particular character has the run, has the so there's the run, has the crouch and the sneak, and when you're crouching, if you push circle, you can actually set. Other than that, that is kind of annoying, that little bit of a bug there, but it's nothing I can really fix without doing a buttload of wiring. It has this one here. At the moment that does nothing, but this is like, I can add shit to it, make it an actual survival game, or make it a Tomb Raider game, so I've got to go in and raid a tomb. Maybe I'll make it so I've got to find a switch or something to pull a lever or whatever to open up a cave. I could make it so that the cave's in here or inside there or something like that, and you enter the cave and you could get the treasure. Who knows yet. Here's that one. Then we've got those there are the the test builds. Then we got the tribe character. I've showed that off before. My real clothing. These aren't really games. They're just, you know, things. This is the dynamic clothing. You can see how much the character is slowed down. And if I circle to turn the top on as well, you can see it's slowing down even more. It's all the collisions. I'm still trying to... The draping part, I've got that. I can make it flop around perfectly fine. But to collide with the objects and not lag, that is my next. That's what I'm working on. It's a screensaver with a clock. Just a character. That one is, oh yeah, that's a character. I used somebody else's head and I made a character's body for it, and this is just like a collect the things thing. There's one just so you can see it flashing. Not that one. Over here, there should be one just under here. One just there. There's one on the ledge up there, you can see it. There's one up even higher, and there's one right at the top. All you gotta do is collect all the little collections. That opens up complete. This here is a sample level of the when it loads that character. So the head is not mine, it's somebody else's head. I made a body to suit the head. And then we got that's a character, that's a character, that's a hall, that's a hall. That's a test. That's the actual game. It's character, character, character in a very small island. Character. This one here is a playable version of a level maker I've got. It's a true randomized dungeon. So when you first load in, as you see, there's a timer, so you got to keep collecting things to keep the timer going. But every single one of these is 100% random. There could be no way to get through. To keep the timer going, you just got to get to the other side of the dungeon, hit the other side, and then it regenerates. So as you see now, it's a new one. So like this. Go in here. Nope. Oh, have I got one that's not actually doable? Go into here. Nope, this one's not doable, so I've got to step onto this switch here. But stepping onto that switch takes away points. So the aim is to get as many passes. So I've done one pass, that's the yellow thing. And the 15, I believe, is the amount of re-rolls you can do. Oh, it's telling me I've only got 2 minutes left. This is another not passable. Yep, looks like another not passable. Yep, got to step on the switch again. Seriously, am I getting nothing but... Yeah, I'm getting another one that's not passable. You could, because it's 100% random, I haven't gone, okay, it's to guarantee you a way through. It's, you can get multiples that have no way through. Yeah, see, there's no way through on that one as well. Switch again. Okay, this one has a pass through. You can run. Dead end that way. Okay, so I've had 2 complete runs. Okay, it's re-rolled. Dead end. Dead end. Dead end, some bitch. Dead end. I think this is a no through road. Yeah, no through road. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Nope, maybe. Time ran out. Score of 2. If I then go, I think this exits, and then if you walk up to the score, you can play again. That's for, I think that again they done the retarded thing of you have to be on the website to enter it. Character with a lootable pile of junk, so high spawn right here. You'll eventually see crap pop into the pile, and you can come here and you can actually look through it. This has a HUD of, you can see the health on the under at the bottom. The hunger is off to the left, and the right is your supply. So every time food comes into the, if it will, there it is, food and water. So this. I should have a little 1 there. You can then press, I think it's circle to eat. How it tells you up here. Where was it? Triangle searches. Did I not say? There it is. Square activate. So, no. Right trigger to eat. Okay. That will raise your hunger. If your hunger gets to 0, you'll slowly start losing health. That's all it is. That's a map. Most of the creations in this are media molecules. I've just arranged them. The puppet is mine. So you're a ninja. You got to collect these things. There's 10 of them around the map. There's a villagers down there. It's a character I made, so I've made them a map. There is a, if I remember correctly, it should be over here. Yes, it tells you there. R3 for a light. Oh yeah, because your eyes light up. It's like a torch. Okay. There's a cave down here. Jump over the rock. And down in the cave. That's the finishing point just there. But you need to get all 10 of the things, of those things for this. That's it. They're hidden all over the map. Some of them are harder to find than others. Up here, ninja. It does have a daylight cycle, but it's not. This is before they actually gave you the actual daylight cycle one. In the chips, so you got 2 down there. Got 1 just below me, the one just there. There's one just up here. There's 1 over there in the corner. Actually, there's 2 over there. A version of it does have an Easter egg. Once you've collected a certain amount, an egg actually pops in here, I think it is. Or is it this one that does it? So collect these. There's the egg. See if you come to the egg. And click on the egg. And then it should pop out a reward just here. I cannot remember what the reward was. I think it's this character actually. It's not showing what the reward is because I've already got it, I'm guessing. character. I've showed that one off. That character is one of my earlier ones. It was going to be a survival setup. But as usual, I just ended up getting burnt out on it and just gave up on it. So it's a work in progress, but it's got the apartment buildings. 3 floors? No, 4 floors. 1, 2, no, 3 floors. Each room has got an interior. As you can see, early stuff. The shoes, if I'm not mistaken, are healths. No, shoes were just a display thing. I think it's just a random chance of it giving you one of the bars back, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but just early tests. You see one of the bars disappeared, and because these are repeatable, you can just close it and reopen it. Oh, there you got one. Yeah, you can just spam them in the hopes to get something out of it, but it was going to be used at once. Then it takes a certain length of time to respawn. That is just an interactive like scene thing. So you're sitting in the bed. I can change it to night. Turn the lights on and the TV on. Open the door. Help guide. So L3 is the camera. Do that. Gets to spooky. So if I turn that, it'll be spooky. Just an island. One of my earlier puppets for my imp. It is cool, but it changes the way the detection happens and like that when you do this. But having the imp in the head, but because the imp's placement is where the chip is, if you put the chip in the head when you start doing this, it moves where the chip is. So up and down, zooms in and out. You can triangle to crouch, which heals. And then you got the run and jump, so run and obviously jump. Little frog up there. He's more informational thing. Health on the back. I think this one has the random underwear color too. It's like a greeny color now. If I exit the puppet, put it back in again. No, this one stays, okay. Some of them have it randomizes the underwear color. Actually, no, I think it is because... Yeah, see now it's blue, so it does have random underwear color, okay. It's for testing levels, stuff like that. This one is for one of they had a... I think again you had to go onto the website, so I didn't enter it because the dumbass decisions of do shit on the internet on the websites. It's like no, put it in game, retards. It's their thing was one button. That was their theme. So it was blank space, hit the button, and it actually pops the world in for an idea. All the stuff in the thing are their creations, except for the skirt on the actual puppet. That's what I created. So it's like that would have been cool to enter it, but you know, them being idiots. Actually, can you get in? Oop. Oh, if you're inside those buildings when it runs out, I reckon it'd fall off. I honestly don't think you can get in that. No. Okay. That is the building that you see in there. There's a girl sung a song, Scottish song, or Celtic song. So I added her voice to this puppet. By yon bonny banks. I believe she done it for a friend. A friend said, "You're a good singer. Why don't you sing a song and upload it and stuff like that?" So she done that. It's just a puppet I've made. This is Dara puppet, which is actually a Celtic word. I'm pretty sure that was Dara. Let's just double check. Go into here and go to... It's not going to tell me, okay. That looks like it's an edited version of Dara. A collect the rings thing. As you saw in the thing, it was I thank the guy for the head, because I was working on my own head at the time. But I used this head for the puppet. Gotta collect 50 rings to get to the exit, which is just off to the right of her head up there. So there's the... Tried to style it kind of like the Sonic the Hedgehog games would be. Oop. Bugger. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Character, truck. That uses one of Media Molecule's cars. This one here is a showcase level. It's a puppet I made that has Super Mega Man style character. It has flashing lights, so epilepsy warning for it. You can... That one I think it is. L1 shoots. No, it doesn't. Square to shoot. Yeah, it says it right next to it there. So it has the that. It doesn't use a projectile. It's literally whatever's in the range of the thing. It's so you don't have to manually exactly aim. Makes it easier for shooting. When you jump, it does the flash. You can do dance. You can do that. Do that. When you do the touchpad, it brings up the options like you can take the helmet off or on. So there is a human character under there, and helmet. Okay, helmet on. Skirt off. Oops, skirt off. There you go. So it just takes that back bit off. So Mega Man-ish. When you do the run, you can actually, I think it's, what button was it for the, there was a button I press to get the boost. Left trigger to do the run, then that does the boost and does that little thing lights up at the back. Another challenge in this, I think it was rhythm or music or something. So it's a character that when you press left shoulder and right shoulder, it turns on a beat and a rhythm. So you can kind of mix it. This is a puppet I made specifically for this kind of thing. What have we got here? There's my the last actual game with scenes in it I made, but the intro scene was jank as hell. It was literally the character sitting up and going, ooh. So yeah. Touchpad brings up the help, tells you all about what the thing is. You can use the ore to whack the moles basically. But I could not get the wacky part to work well. The whole detection and stuff like that. The way it works is there's a detector on the ore, and the ore has to hit the imp has to hit the mole when the mole is out of the ground. But as you can see, it's going straight through it, and I can't get it to hit. So yeah. Actually, no, that's bugged, because it says I got one, but it's still up. It has blue water, green food, yellow's bladder, It looks red, but it's brown is your bowel. So you get a peep and poop. So if you eat a lot of food, you get a poop. If you drink a lot of fluid, you get a wee. It doesn't have any sort of... There's a black square. If you don't eat, you lose health. If you don't pee or poop, you lose health. So yeah, there's lots of ways to lose health. Then we're starting to go. This here is at the point where I started getting moderated a lot and stuff like that. So it's like I stopped releasing a lot of my good stuff. I released a video talking about I was recreating the Suns, which was a collection of characters. If I go to play, this is a in brackets 4-player thing. So it's a in brackets editable room. So you got the little TV in the background with the the little thing bouncing around. If you step over here, there's nothing, but there's going to be something if you step on the right order. So you can go to here. This auto jump is annoying. So the two choices now, I can add whatever this is. So that's chair and cupboard or whatever. Let's add the back one, and that's tables. There's a room here, but as you can see, you can't actually go in there. So it's just the looks of you can go there. The room you can't look around. It was meant to be like a meeting place, hence why it says that. Some older characters. See, there's the Suns. There's a whole collection of them there. There's the actual parts. There's my logo. There's a game I made way back. I'm tempted to make another version of it. It's your base puppet has no underwear on, has no clothes on at all, and it's like put your pants on. So you gotta go over and put your pants on, but your pants run away. So it's like, how do you put your pants on if you can't catch them? Oh, they're back again. Let's go catch them. It's like a noop. You could probably somehow cheese it or something like that, but I've done a lot of tests. There's no real way to get it. Unless you can get to the spot where it spawns in, then maybe, but yeah, it's like you can't put your pants on. What have we got? There's a visual display of my really early puppets, so you can see if you do it. It's just a camera that passes through. That's my original puppet, the first puppet I made, and it got moderated. I did remake it, and I tried to accurately represent what it looked like, but I didn't release it. It's privately kept. A lot of them are variations, but some of them are actually complete first generation, if you want to call it that. So like that puppet there, I was working on the one next to it, and I thought I could do that out of it. So they're related, but they're not, if that makes any sort of sense. And the one after this one, that one there, it was a complete scratch build from the one on the left, and the one on the left of it was a split off of that one, yeah. The puppet that's walking around was the one that was the newest at the time. I think it's called Lady Grey, and it's publicly available. There's a survival one. There's my survival island. This one here, I've talked about it in one of my other streams. The wiring got too complicated because I was no good at the wiring at the time. I was still getting used to the wiring. Since then, I've gotten better. I could remake this, make it so much better. Triangle swaps your characters, but as it says, it's buggy. I can't get it to toggle properly. It's got daylight cycle. It's got the entire island. 4 sets of bars. Blue is water. The color is food. If you come into the water, you can actually fill up the water, but it only fills up the water of the puppet you're possessing. But if you go circle, you can have them follow you. So you can come to here, get them all in the water, then toggle the different puppets, like so. And then okay, now I need food, and the food is in the cave, so if I come over here. But these are early puppets, so they got weird animations. Should be a cave just here. So, and in here is where you get your food from. So you click on there, get food. Now, each puppet has its own follow thing. So right now, they weren't following because this carriage didn't have follow turned on. So now they're all following. I can get them close to the cave. I can turn the follow off, swap, see, and he doesn't have turn thing on. Fill his up, and it's just keep them as long as you keep them alive as long as you can. Green square top left. That's your days. How many days can you keep the puppet alive? I can't remember whether when one dies you fail, or whether you can kill one and still have the others. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure as soon as you kill one puppet, that's it. Game over. What do we got? This one here's a... I tried to release it, but because the puppet I'm using is technically a prize, and because I've done a rant how relating something to something else that isn't related is causing situations where you can't release something because it's, oh my god, that relation can't be, yeah. It won't let me release this because this puppet here is a prize. So I can't release the town. I thought someone might like to use the town, but there's a like a trophy in there, like a thing. Each building, this one has its lights on, but each building, like this one here, if you go to the front door, you can press square to turn the lights on. The doors open automatically, but they do collide with the puppets, so you can have issues. You've got to collect 20 of those statues, that's it. When you've checked the house, leave the lights on, and you can tell which ones you've checked. They are... me, I made it, and I still get stuck at like 18. I've got to find the last two, because I've hid them that well. So like, they could be like behind furniture, in the dark. They normally have like a glint, but it's not always spottable. And I don't know whether I can't remember whether every building has... Where is that? There's one right there. Like, how are you going to spot that? And you just walk up there and you hit the button, and it glows when it's been when you've found it. There is a... I can't remember what it was. There was a set of buttons you could press, and it would give you a clue on where it is. So if you do that, if you're near the thing, you could push the buttons. I cannot remember what buttons they were, and it'll do like a camera looking kind of the direction of it. You see, there's that jankiness of the door. It's hit the door, and it's like, oh, what do I do? Okay, to the bedroom. There's another one. You can sort of get through the windows. The daylight cycle is actually done with a sky dome, like an actual dome. So it doesn't have a sky box. It's literally just that dome that goes over the top, and it goes dark, light, dark, light. It's only so that while you're running around, it's not like, oh, this is super easy. Oh wait, the back doors don't open. Then we've got, oh, that's a challenge before it was on the internet. So this one was actually entered. I think. No, it wasn't. It doesn't have a little icon. Of course, it normally gets a little icon when it's entered. Because if I'm not mistaken, the music one... Yeah, see, the music one was entered in one of its things. Community challenges. But that one was not. It's find 5 metal burgers. That's all you got to do. Another collection thing. Each section of it has kind of... There's one right there. So there's no enemies. Come up here. Jump up. Grab the burger. You just walk through it and collect it. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. That's 2. There's one through the eye of the thing. So come around the back. Crap. That's 3. I know where they are, so there's 4 there. And the 5th one is... Actually, where was the 5th one? That's a good question. Ah, just here. Done. I can now either explore or exit. And my first release was my original puppet on this little basic island. You can tell it's an early puppet by the way it moves. You can get up to there. It's super hard to get up there though. Like that. Then like that. And you come out and then up like that. Well, there's my creations. They're the playable, in brackets, games. So I'm out here. Stay safe and I'll catch you all next time.